Good morning. Let's talk about I am Trecena. What is Trecena and why it is there? Trecena is simply a movement or grassroots movement of people who practice the art of conscious thinking. What is that meaning? The meaning of this is actually that you're consciously making decisions about your life, and most importantly, you're consciously using your subconscious capacity of your mind. Majority of people live their life unconsciously, and this is governed by how your subconscious mind is configured, and usually in an unconscious way out of your childhood and based on major traumas in your life. So once you join Trecena and you go through what I call the clean language personal transformational process, you simply use a certain set of skills to see yourself in a different light, to understand how your brain functions, what are its main functionalities and sections of your brain, and you simply understand these things, and then you use your greatest assets consciously. Your left brain is where your logic resides. Your core brain is where your subconscious and your emotions resides, and your right brain is where you can find your intuition, inspiration and insights. Each brain works on different operating frequency, which can be felt as a dominant feeling. For instance, the left brain works on beta, and predominant feeling there is effort or struggle. The core brain works on alpha, and there the predominant feeling is self-confidence, while the right brain is working on theta and delta, and there the predominant feeling is the feeling of bliss. Once all of these three brains are aligned, then you experience something which is called the gamma frequency outbursts, which you felt as a compassion. So what you want in your life to achieve is to be as much as possible in this center, compassion feeling, and then when you link this to your heart, where you can experience the biggest electromagnetic field in your body, you can literally manipulate the DNA context of yourself, hence you can achieve a self-healing. And once you put this feeling even down on your gut level, where your intestines are, with the concentrations you can manipulate the magnetic field around yourself. And since the earth is moving on its axis and moving around the sun, you're literally changing the structure of what we call the space-time continuum around yourself. And by doing that, you in essence communicate telepathically with other people, with their subconsciousness. And if you have benevolent thoughts, then you experience a whole range of synchronicities or nice events which are helping you to achieve whatever objectives of your life are. So that is why Trecena exists. So it is a grassroots movement of people practicing art of conscious living. Also, Trecena is a technology used to understand the fabrics of time, because time is something which resides in your brain, and the time concept on your left brain, middle brain, core brain or right brain are different. In your left brain you have a linear concept of time, where you divide things in past, present and future, while in your core brain you have a circular time of the things of the nature it is now or it is not now, and it's circular and it jumps up and down like you are on the roller coaster. While on the right brain you have this concept of time which is essence timelessness, and you can experience this in a deep meditations or sleep, different types of sleep. Now, why this is important is that actually depends on what is your concept of time. You have a different paradigm in life, and if you use certain calendar, you can simply change your concept of time and therefore experience a different life. There are two major concepts of time currently. The one is based on the Gregorian calendar, where your focus is basically done in a such way that type of calendar is stimulating your left brain functions, which leads to suffering, and you block your expansion of your consciousness. Technically, this is done by the phrase "time is money," and you go around in your life, and your predominant thought is how I'm going to pay my taxes, my bills, I don't have time, and things of that nature. You are stimulating your system on a frequency which is called 1260, which means you have 12 months in a year, which are broken to the 60. I mean, you have an hour broken by 60 minutes, or a minute broken down by 60 seconds. Alternative way of linking yourself to a time is to use a Mayan calendar, which is a consciousness developing device based on a frequency 1320. There, instead of 12 irregular months, you concentrate on 13 equal 28 days moon, and you break this in 20 what is called the solar cells. So you basically mimic the natural flow of energy in the cosmos and in the nature. And once you master this, you can apply this philosophy. Time is art, where your right brain is stimulated, and you experience the feeling of bliss. Once you have that, you experience intuition, insight, and inspirations, and you simply flourish like a butterfly instead of living like a caterpillar when you're using this other type of the calendar. So that is why in I Am Trecena you are given links to the 3 types of Mayan calendar, designed for the 3 types of people. You can be a logical guy like I am, and then you go to the lawoftime.org and you study all this in technical details. Or you can be intuitive person like an artist, and you go to mayaking.com and you simply intuitively connect with this calendar. Or if you are a heart-based person, then there is a third link. I don't know the name now, but there is a third link, so you can basically connect with the time with your right brain divinity in 3 different ways, and you can experience a natural expansion of your consciousness, which will lead you to personal happiness, and then you improve your health, and then you improve the situations around you. If you opt to speed up this process, then you are welcome to have a session with a clean language, which is basically a shortcut to your own divinity, where you are taught how your brain functions. You experience the limitations of your left brain. You then connect your left brain with the right brain via actually means of clean language transformation sessions. And finally, you enter the right brain, which speaks with symbols, and you experience your inner divinity. We develop the symbol for you. We anchor this symbol on the specific place on your body, and this enables you to get into this state of mind more or less at will. And once you do that, then you are literally able to consciously use your subconscious capacity of your mind, and you discover that being a human is a super. You are not a superhuman, but you discover that being human is super, and you simply start creating your life in consciousness mind, and you experience quantum leap of the quality in your life. The first thing which will happen to you is if you undergo these personal transformations and you follow the Mayan calendar for 28 days, which is 1 full moon cycles of the moon around the earth, you basically anchor this new way of thinking into your subconscious mind, and you're set to go. Then if you continue and be persistent and you endure what is called 1 Tzolk'in cycle, which is 260 days, you experience another quantum leap in your surroundings, which is now touching not only you, but people around you. This is what happened to me, and if I speak about myself, I can tell that for 42 years I was using this Gregorian calendar, and the result was that actually I had all these material goodies, but my life ended up in the personal bankruptcy and loss of my mental health. I had a collapsed business venture, which was the result of me not being able to handle my emotions, and I end up in the hospital locked under the key, and they give me these pills and tell me that I have something which is apparently incurable called bipolar disorder. So once I was in the hospital on all of these IV things, and I realized that I'm living unconsciously the life of my father and my mother. So I knew that I'm not my father, I'm not my mother, but I didn't know who the hell I am. So for the next 10 years I was on the quest to find the answer to the questions, who am I, and to find a way out of the bankruptcy, and to find a way out of the mental health. And after 10 years of diligent work, well, here I am. I'm now healthy, and I'm back on my feet, and I have discovered these clean language transformational sessions, and I have discovered the Mayan calendar, and my only desire is actually to spread this experience to other people, with the goal that I would like to achieve the maximum spreading of my own knowledge to other people for the minimum amount of price in the minimum amount of time. And that is why Trecena has been launched, to help people connect with the divinity inside. And once you do this, then we can create a marvelous world. In my concrete example, 42 years living as a caterpillar unconsciously, 10 years being in a cocoon like a butterfly, and the result is I'm Trecena, and now I am living consciously for only 260 days plus I think 3 or 4, and my life is totally different, and I am beautifully happy, and I'm able to help other peoples, and I'm looking forward to creating some kind of a big movement which will be spread all around the world, that we will all be happy and healthy and just, you know, live consciously. And I'm looking forward to the world where you will experience that there is no wars, that there is no misery, that there is only compassion, understanding, and that you live with your heart. And it's an enormous difference when you live from your mind, especially from your left brain, and when you live from your heart, and when your right brain and left brain and core brain are in sync. You just feel content, and you have only one desire, and this is to help others by helping yourself first. So you're in sync, and everything is beautiful. And by that, I am now achieving the point where I have 13 minutes and 13 seconds in my video. So have a beautiful day.